Survivors, I hope everyone is having a wonderful day or evening, depending where you are in the world. Well, guys, I want to come on, survivors, and just kind of vent a minute because I've been going through a lot of emotions, up and down emotions. But I wanted to talk about having children with mental illness and how difficult it can be if you are a victim and a survivor. It's one of those things that there is a very thin line that separates it. I've just been going through things with my children. Not all of them, just a few, but they all have their own issues, right? But we as mothers, we deal with all of it. Each one of the children have their own issues, and we deal with them accordingly, the best that we can. Well, my issue with one of my children, with my child, ended up where I had to get a protective order because there were a lot of things being said and done that I refuse to just live a life of fear or live a life where, I'm being abused. I'm not going to be abused. I'm not going to be a victim. I am a survivor. I refuse to give up my peace or my stability, emotional stability, for a child, a grown child, that wants to continue to destroy their own life. It comes a time where we as parents of children like this, we have to just pray and let go and let the Most High handle his child. Because when these kids start acting like that, to where you feel that they're going to abuse you or they're going to do something that is going to cause you harm or pain, pray for them, because that's really all you can do. You can set your boundaries, and be adamant and stern. You don't have to be sympathetic. You don't even have to feel that you have show empathy. You don't. You have to set boundaries and make yourself safe. Because at the end of the day, you have to take care of you. See, I remember when my children were at home, and I wasn't a perfect mom. I may have cussed them out, yeah. I may have been a little bit strict and overprotective, and that was because of how I was raised, and I didn't want them to endure certain things, or to, so I was overprotective. And I don't feel any guilt from that. But when they all were home, I tried to instill in them things that were instilled in me. And sometimes, you guys, that doesn't work. You can't, you have to take children, and I'm still old school though. I'm still the way that I am. My rules are my rules, We can talk about it, but the final say so is mine, But these children that are grown and they deal with their own traumas and they deal with their own mental illnesses, and it could be generational illness. A lot of melanated children, melanated adults are having a generational, biological generation of mental illness. And we can trade that back to slavery and before. So there's a lot of things that can impact a family or a person that has grown children with mental illnesses. The situation I had, I'm going to tell you guys this because I feel in my heart that it would help someone or some parent that's dealing either with the same thing or is starting to deal with it. It's becoming an issue. Now, I had, as I said before, I put a protective order against one of my children. And I informed them because they had an episode and they had done something damage to my home and my lawn equipment. And I made a boundary. And I said, you are not welcomed to my home until you get treatment. And only then will I consider. Not because I don't love you. It's because that I love you. And I don't want to have to feel like I have to protect myself and then do something to someone that I deeply love. Because when it comes to yourself, you have to protect yourself. And that is the last thing you want to think, that you have to cause any harm to someone that you love. And I have to keep that boundary. Unfortunately, that is what it is. I have been through a lot with my children, and they probably dealt with a lot from me because I do have PTSD. I dealt with depression, and I have OCD, and a lot of other little health issues that I'm changing, and I'm going to change it. But I wish I would have, when I was younger, I wish I would have gotten treatment then. Then I think I could have dealt with the issues and emotional crisis that I would always have, just be on a roller coaster all over the place. But I love my children, and I always have loved my kids. I never gave my kids up for adoption. I've never pushed them to the side. I've never thought less than one, the best one over the other or something like that. I've never done that. I did the best I could with what I had. And I pushed through. That was it. It was always fight or flight in survival mode. And now, at this time in my life, I'm hoping that I can help someone out there that's going through the same thing, same issues, same problems with their child and themselves, and let you know that there is life for you. You just have to create it. You don't have to live your life for your children, because that's what we've done, you know, in the era where I was raising my children. Stop, Romeo. Stop it. Sorry, y'all. That's my dog. Come here. Come here. Just come and say hi. Come on. Okay, you guys. This is Romeo. He's trying to get my attention. He's mad because I'm sitting here talking to you guys. So I told him, I'm going to put you on. Come on. Say hi, Romeo. Say hi. Mommy got you now. See? Okay. I love you so much, okay? Let mommy finish with her video, and then I'll get you. Okay, sweet boy? Oh, I love my emotional support doggies. No, I'm sorry. Mommy have to work, baby. Okay? I love you. I know. He's trying to push me. Okay, mommy be finished in just a second. Sorry, y'all. Those are my babies. I have Romeo and Danny. Danny will be over here in a minute. Probably. Maybe, maybe not. He's a different mood. Don't you start barking. Anyway, guys. You have to begin to live for yourself. I had to come to grips. I hadn't, and I think I have done a video before about my daughter that I haven't talked to in about 5 or 6 years or more. 5 or 6, I'm thinking. And I had to come to grips with myself that, okay, I may not ever speak to her. She may never call me. But if she does, I'll just pick up just where I left off in loving her. I never will stop loving her unconditionally the way I always have. I'm not going to put up with being bullied. I'm not going to put up with being disrespected. I'm going to love her like I always have. That's just what that is. I'm not going to hold anything against her. There isn't anything. You know, in life, you only can get better as a person. That's really it. You only can get better. And you can pray for those that you want, that you feel need to get better, you know, or you would like for them to be better in your life. That's all you can do. You know, I let her be God's child. And my son. I have to set boundaries and I have to live. And that's it. So I'm not going to just babble on for a long time today about it. I just wanted to vent, and I wanted to share with you guys the hopefully some inspiration into helping other mothers that's having issues with their children. So anyway, you guys make good choices. You can change your negative thoughts to positive thoughts, then make good choices. Don't ever do anything when you're upset and angry and, you know, frustrated. Last minute decisions, on the spot decisions, some tend to be the wrong ones. So take time for yourself. Love you guys. Bye-bye.